Malamiah was originally the combination of Malachi and Nehemiah. The juice bar is actually named after our kids. We were really joking around when we had the idea and we were trying to think about what would be a great name for the business. Thinking about it as a family business, we started throwing around combinations of our kids' names. And then when we said Malamiah, it actually sounded a little tropical to us, and thinking about the nature of the business being about fruits and vegetables and things like that, we were like, that actually could work. So we stuck with it.
Yeah, I think when it comes to business, I think for me, I've always wanted to start my own business. I would say I have the entrepreneurial mindset, but I didn't really start anything until now. And so it really wasn't our dream. It just after watching the documentary, just talked with Anissa, and we decided, hey, you know what? We should open a juice bar. And didn't really know what that meant at all, but we did our research and talked to a bunch of successful business people in the community and decided that we would go forward and open.
But it was a matter of months for us from the idea, conception, to actually having doors open and customers in line.
A lot of people have good ideas. They're always working on it and getting ready to do something with it, and then it's like 3, 4, 5 years later, and there's nothing. And so the advice that we got was to just get started. Whatever that means for you, just get started. And so after talking to a few mentors in town, we decided a good way to get started is just open up in the downtown market, and so here we are.
One of the quotes we really liked was this concept of ready, fire, aim. So it's like you get ready a little bit and then you just shoot for your goal, and then you just adjust things as needed after you're started based on what you learned.
We felt like God gave us a vision, and we were like, God, we'll walk through those doors as long as you open those doors for us, and when they close, we'll stop. And so those doors have been slowly, continuously opening. And so we didn't really have a big plan like, you know what, let's make something that we can franchise. But as God sees fit to open those doors, we're going to walk through them.
Yeah, when we first started, we really did not know about how business operates in terms of getting your inventory. And we were in Meijer, a local grocery store, with like huge carts of bananas and pineapple, and just buying it like we would for our home. And then as we learned that's really not how business operates, we were able to explore a lot of different suppliers. And we've tried to stay as local as possible. Now that we are a local business, we've recognized how important that is to the local economy and our surrounding community. So as local as we've gotten is with New City Urban Farm, and that's just a few miles from here. And they just have a huge plot of land where they grow a lot of the produce that we use, and they also have a youth employment component. So that's been a really great fit, and we're supporting each other's businesses.
Right. Yep. Yeah, I think for us, it was always thinking of that. You know, some people everybody has to start somewhere with their first job, and so why not Malamiah? Why not start with a business that has the community in mind, that has a good, healthy product? And so we began seeking those opportunities out. And so for us, one of the things that we hope that students will learn once they're employed here, or just anyone, is how to operate with excellence and integrity and kindness, whether it's with customers, whether it's with each other, when it's behind the scenes, when nobody's looking, to just continue to act with those intentions in mind. I think a lot of our employees are getting that. So
yeah, we recognize that many of the youth that come work for us are not going to be seeking a career lifelong in juices and smoothies, but we hope that the skills they gain are going to be applicable to different jobs and careers that they pursue later on. Hiring youth employees has really been a part of the focus of our business from the beginning, and that had a lot to do with our background. I've done a lot of work in schools and with young people, and my husband has done a lot of work in college age and even with youth ministries. And so young people have always had just a special place in our hearts, and we recognize how early jobs can be really beneficial. And so that's something that we just built the model on, to give them a start that would be an employment that incorporated also a mentorship model, and it's been really gratifying.
Specifically working at the juice bar is pretty cool because we see people from all walks of life, people that have juiced their whole life and are just coming for something invigorating, and then some people that have never tried juicing, and it's really fun to introduce people to a healthy option. Juicing itself is really a fun thing. It feels kind of powerful, especially since you're taking like all this produce we use a lot at a time and just squishing it down into a liquid form is like a really liberating feeling.
A lot of things happen that's humorous with that juice. May not be humorous in the moment with the juicer, but I mean, you put a piece of fruit in there and it like pops up in the air a foot or two. Or sometimes you're making a juice but you didn't put the pulp container back underneath it, and all the pulp hits the floor. So
pulp is a pretty funny experience. We are often making fun of each other and all of our staff because we're like, oh, you have a little beat in your eyebrow, or you go to the bathroom or something, you're like, why did no one tell me about this carrot in my hair? So we just try to make light of it. It's part of the Juicy experience.
All consuming.
Well, it's my first time trying the Southern Greens, and it's actually really, really good. So I'm happy with it. It's not too sweet, and it tastes good.
Oh, good. I've been here a couple times before, and I really enjoy it. I mean, it tastes good. It refreshes you. Hey, just come down here to have a good time and relax.
It just kind of feels like a nice, healthier snack and something light. I decided to walk from my office because I had a little bit of a headache, and I had heard about the juice bar, and so I thought that sounded like a good afternoon pick-me-up.
And I just moved here, so this is like a wonderful experience, and I think this is absolutely adorable. It makes me want to come back.
Very tasty, light, good flavor, refreshing.
I really kind of like this water. This infused water is one of my favorites, especially during the summer. It just totally vitalizes you, and I like the taste of it.
Yeah, my favorite to drink is the Heartbeat because it's a little bit of everything. You get like an earthy taste from the beets and the carrots, and then you get a little bit of a spicy taste from the ginger, and then there's a sweetness from the strawberry and apple, so it kind of all comes together nicely.
I prefer stuff with kale in it. I'm a kale person, so the next one I'll try is probably the Green Goddess.
For me, I like the Cocoa Elvis. It's a smoothie, and it's banana, cocoa, peanut butter, and we make the peanut butter here in-house, by the way, and almond milk and yogurt, and it is delicious. And every now and then I'll put a little bit of spinach in there. Matter of fact, I had one this morning with a little bit of spinach, and it was quite tasty and filling.
Yeah, it's really filling. For me, probably the Southern Greens is my favorite juice, and it's definitely a customer favorite too. It's right in that border where it's really veggie heavy, so you have a lot of savory flavors, but it has some green apple that gives it sweetness too. So you just feel good drinking a green juice. You know you're putting some good things in your body, and it has that little undertone of sweetness too. It's for sure one of my favorites.